Hello friends, this is going to be a very short introductory video explaining the intuition behind conditional probability. Let's get started real quick without wasting any time. Before looking at conditional probability, let's try to understand how probability is calculated for any event. Let's try to take our traditional example of rolling out a die. If we were to calculate the probability of phase 1 occurring when we roll out a die, we would usually start by dividing the number of times phase 1 occurs by total number of possible outcomes. Here in this particular case, it'll be 1 by 6 because phase 1 occurs only once when we roll out a die. Now let's try to apply the formula that we just learned about probability to understand the formula of conditional probability. So this is actually the formula of conditional probability. From the formula here, you see that P of B has replaced the place where we had total number of outcomes, and numerator is replaced with P of A and B occurring. Let's try to understand the denominator first. Here we have P of B instead of total number of possible outcomes. Let's look at the left side of the formula again. We are trying to calculate the probability of A given that B has already occurred. This particular constraint actually reduced our sample space to outcomes involving only B, and hence we have probability of B. So basically sample space is nothing but the total number of outcomes. And since we have a constraint here stating that B has already occurred, so that actually reduces to probability of B. Cool. Now let's try to understand why we have P of A and B in the numerator. From the previous formula for probability, we know that numerator will count for the outcomes where the particular event for which we are calculating the probability has occurred. So it should be P of A. But since there is a condition here that states that B has already occurred, we consider the occurrences of A that is occurring along with B and ignore any other occurrences of A where B isn't involved. So that's how we got this formula. I hope that pretty much gave us the intuition behind the formula of conditional probability. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like the video.